Could you please tell me a little bit about your hometown?
My hometown is located in a remote area of Klemang Pasir Village, Cilacap Regency. In this village, I was born and grew up until now. My village is very peaceful. Besides that, the morning air in my village is very fresh because there are not as many vehicles as in the city. Not only that, there are also lots of plants around the house so that the community in my village feels cool and beautiful.
Do you have any hobby or interest? What are they?
Yes, I have a hobby. My hobby is playing badminton. I love badminton since elementary school because badminton is very interesting for me. At first, I was inspired by the badminton player when he saw a section on TV. So finally, I was also interested in playing it. Besides that, playing badminton for me can also make my body healthy and can fill my spare time when there are no other activity.
What characteristic do you think your friend like from you?
I think my characteristics that are liked by my friends are that they like to have friends who are in trouble, are easy to talk to or interact with friends, are friendly, and are humorous.
What do you like to do when you are alone? Why?
When alone, I prefer to read novel while listening to music because by reading a novel, I can develop an image of a situation or event in the novel, especially while listening to music. It feels like I'm really exploring what is meant in the novel.
If you had a chance, which country would you like to visit? Why?
If I have the opportunity to visit a country, then I will visit Japan because I want to see a variety of interesting culinary and tourist attractions in Japan which I will make into a memorable album. At first, I like Japan too because I like Japan's anime. Until finally, I also want to go to the city if there was a chance.
How do you usually travel in your daily day? Why?
Currently, sometimes I don't have the opportunity to travel far because I still have a lot of work and assignment to complete. So I choose at home and complete the task first. When the task has been complete, then I will travel for a while to a relative house which is 300 meters away.
Which one do you prefer, traveling by taxi or by train? Why?
I prefer traveling by train because traveling by train costs less than traveling by taxi. Besides that, using the train feels calmer because there are quads on each train, while taxis feel less calm, especially at night.
What do you think about transportation in your city? Is it good already?
In my opinion, the transportation in my city is good. Due to various damage or disrupted transportation, the officer must first check before traveling. But unfortunately, there are still many officers who carry authorized transportation with passengers, especially when reading the bus.
What the program or application is? How often you use it? How it help you in your life? And explain why you choose to use it rather than any other program or application.
The application that I often use is WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp almost every day. For me, WhatsApp can help me to find information or get various information from group or friend, especially now that college is still online. So, WhatsApp is very important, especially in matter relating to lecture. So, I prefer and often use this application compared to other application because this WhatsApp application is of course owned by all my friends. That's why the application makes it easier for me to get information, especially about lecture issue.
What consideration do people usually have in choosing apps for communication?
In my opinion, before someone chooses an application to communicate, that person must know more about the level of security, especially for young children, because communicating through an application, especially an online-based application or using internet, can result in something bad if the child communicate with stronger because children can easily commit crime.
Do you think a program application will help children learn something? How?
Yes, in my opinion, there are applications that can help children to learn something, especially educational issues such as the Genius application, Teacher Room, and many others. That way, children can study independently at home, especially in today's era which require online school because of the impact of the corona.
Should parents limit the use of program or application for children? Why?
Yes, parents have to restrict children from accessing the application, especially since the application is not an application related to education, because so that the child can set the time for rest and when to access the application.
What difference can people see from today's apps than it was in the past?
The difference between today's application and ancient application is slightly different because the current application already has modern features and is continuously updated all the time to improve the quality of the application. Until finally, today's applications are more modern than ancient applications.
Do you think old people find difficult to operate apps today? Why?
Yes, I think parents will have difficulty accessing or using the application at this time because at the time the parents were not familiar with the current application. In addition, even though we have been taught how to use the current application a few moments later, they also forget because they are not used to it and maybe the age factor is getting older, so it's easy to forget.
Thank you for watching.